everybody. We are late today because we are trying to figure out some technical issues. Have no clue if it's working or not, but we gonna do this show just a little short today. It's gonna be a little bit shorter than usual. Well, we'll figure it out anyway. Okay. Okay, cool. So we are here with Shelly Shell Williams, DJ Kid Disco.
I don't think we should do no commercials today, ladies.
Just no problem. No problem. But we don't have to, we can just go right in then. So my cousin Akbar and his wife Hermina are my guests today, but for some reason, I don't know what. I just told him to turn off his phone and turn it back on. So he might come back. If he comes back, then we'll dive in on that. But how y'all doing? What's up?
Listen, we are fine. How are you? We enjoyed our Memorial Day. So we're going to start off still with True Confessions.
Okay. All right.
We're going to still start off with True Confessions. So, True Confessions. I'll start and you guys follow. Okay. Do you think should we tell if friends share their part?
Share their partners?
Their part. Like your friends share their pictures of their part. Is that okay?
Oh gosh.
I've recently seen.
Okay, here we go. So let me give y'all the hood
version. Are you back? He can hear us, and Hermine is coming. See?
Hold on. Let me give y'all the first of all what she's saying, y'all. See, she all, somebody done sent Shelly some dick pics, okay? And she want to know.
My Google just talked to me. He said, "Who are you asking about?"
So Shelly want to know if that's appropriate, if you can share dick pics between friends. Okay. Come on, see, I couldn't sugarcoat that.
So I can show you, Cinda.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a
minute. No.
You want me to send you Cinda?
No, I do not. Now let me say this. Everybody's different. Some people like that. I recently had a friend that said some woman sent him a picture of herself and he told her he didn't want to talk to her again. So everybody's different. Everybody has their likes or dislikes. And I personally don't want to see some man's dick. I just don't. I would rather, if it's someone I'm feeling that for and I want to have a relationship with and whatever, and that happens, then I'll see it but I'm not gonna be looking and measuring and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into that. I mean, it's like looking at somebody's toe. Okay. I don't want a picture of your toe. I don't want a picture of your heart.
I don't know. You can hear us now. I bet you can hear us. You can hear us. That smile says you can hear us. You can hear what we're saying now.
For me?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh yeah, I've been on. I got the whole dick pic thing.
Yeah, bro, shit got real in here. I'm gonna just keep it hood for you.
I got the whole thing.
Well,
we're I ain't gonna fake the funk. Like I know this is like a lower key show as compared to.
I didn't know what else you want me to say, so I got the part so I can show Cinda the part and see whether you want some parts for this part.
No, I do not. I don't want to see his.
So wait a minute. He's sending reference. What the fuck?
So in other words, let's make it real clear for those that may not understand. Hey, Hermina.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Great.
So we always start the show, usually because we're starting a little late, we're going to skip our commercials and our little jingle, and we're just diving in. But we always start the show with confessions, and because that's kind of where the show spinned off from this, the book I did about confessing your true feelings, whatever they are. And it doesn't always have to be about sexual things, but long story short, somebody gave Shelly a picture of their part and wants to give it to me. because they are interested, I guess, and think I would be interested in their body part. And I am saying that is not of interest to me. I don't like it when people have sent me them. I don't even like, I had a male in my life that had seen in person that was sending that stuff to me. I was like, don't send that to me. Please don't send that to me. It's, I love your face. I'll take a picture of but I don't even want to see you standing naked in the mirror. I don't want to see that. I'd rather see it in real life. I don't need a picture of you naked.
Is it my turn yet? Is it my turn yet?
Okay, you can take a turn and see. Okay, Akbar, after he talks, then you'll talk and Hermina talk about this subject, and then we'll get into your story.
Listen,
All
right. I'm a freak boy, so I'm a freak boy. Whatever type pictures you want to send me, to the left, to the right, angle them. In fact, I'll help you out. You need a cameraman? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Listen.
That's okay,
In fact, if you want, we can make a couple $. I'll do some promotions for Pornhub and really make it popping. Like, we could do this once a month.
You are silly.
So
listen, I got bills to pay. Listen.
So you saying you would take the pictures and send it? So have you done it? Have you done it?
Huh?
Have you done it? Have you taken the pictures and sent them?
Huh?
I guess he ain't gonna say.
I said, did you take your pictures, chick, and send them? That's all I'm saying. Okay.
That means yes. I guarantee you. That means yes. And I'm gonna tell you, I have never voluntarily sent. Okay, that's a lie. One time I sent some upper boobs to somebody that I was dating because it kept pestering me. I was like, this is the best you're gonna get. I ain't gonna do nothing else. No. But I ain't into that. And I've had men say, can I send you? And I've said no. I don't want you.
I done had whole Skype orgies. What did you talk about? What?
Okay, so Akbar, your turn.
No, I've never. I'll be a willing recipient if people wanted to flood my inbox with them, But I'm not gonna.
Yeah, back in his day. Back in his day.
Back in his day. Hermina said this was
back in his single days.
This was pre-me. Pre-me. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
I would,
Those
what I'm
days.
saying. I'm not gonna, but I wouldn't send them. I won't be the person sending them out. No. I would, I could receive them though. Ain't nothing wrong with somebody randomly send you something, but I wouldn't reciprocate.
Does the words abort mission mean anything to you, bro?
More what?
Abort mission.
He said this is all before marriage. Although that was a long time ago.
Marriage.
Yes.
So Hermina, what about you?
Before technology.
Yeah. What about you, Hermina?
Oh gosh, no, I don't want to receive anything from anybody. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna be straight honest. I don't want to receive anything. I like faces and smiles and stuff like that, and maybe some chests. But that's back in the day, and I don't, and no, I'm not a big fan of that. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of that, and I don't want to receive any, and I'm not sending nobody none. That's my husband now. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just that's not exciting to me. That's not an exciting thing. To be honest with you.
I guess we've already established I'm the only weirdo in the room, but so what?
I didn't say, listen to you. I didn't say disco. I didn't say I didn't accept. So I gladly peeped at it to show you. So I didn't just look. I didn't say, oh, I don't want to see. I looked. I was like, let me see. Now I'm curious. So let me look.
But the thing that gets to me is just because you have a member, okay, just because you got that dong, okay, doesn't mean you know how to use it. So sending me a picture ain't doing nothing for me. Ooh. That ain't telling me nothing. Just the size of your stuff tells me nothing about your performance. And there are a lot of people out there that think they can perform. They think they can perform because somebody has lied to them.
Tune into Melanated After Dark, and we'll We'll cover phone boning 101. There's a
Oh,
Oh, but the message, the picture that came with a message, tell her I'm good.
Again, that's his ideas. I'm not, I don't know, I don't even know who this is. But just because you say you're good does not mean you're good. And that is not enough to make me want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? That's just not enough. Okay, you got a, you know, a penis the size of whatever, and you say you're good and bad. I am 56 years old.
ooh,
Do you think that that is all I care about? You know what I'm saying?
okay.
There's a whole lot of, you know, that
Grown folk, grown folk combo. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
I
That's
said. I
grown
promise you.
grown folk.
Yeah,
I said exactly what you saying. Believe me, I spoke for you, and I said it's not what she's interested. She don't care about that. It's more than that. I said just because you think somebody you can move a lot because you're young or whatever, that don't mean nothing. If you're not hitting the right spots, it don't matter. You can go. You could do whatever you want if you're not hitting the spot. So just being good. I said everything you said on your behalf. I hope you understand. I got your back.
Thank you. You know, yeah.
Please tell me this person isn't a grandparent.
A grandparent? No, this person is young.
It's okay.
Oh boy, all the more. Yeah. Youngsters, if you're listening, not a good idea.
She don't do the
it.
cougar thing.
Not to a woman, not to a grown woman that is old enough to be a grandmother. We are not impressed by that. We're too old. We've been through too much. We've experienced too much to really, you know. So anyway, let's drive into Akbar and Hermina. Hermina, we can't see your pretty face. Oh my God. Everybody
I know. I'm sorry. I'm like, I had two hair appointments today. I'm doing hair right now. So if you guys don't mind.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you. Well, thank you. You guys, I can just tell you, Hermina is gorgeous. She's one of the prettiest women I've ever seen.
Can't you just peep in, like put?
I'll peep in. Let me see if I can peep in this real quick, okay? Let me see how do we do this thing right here. Let's see how I do this. Okay. Hi.
My wifey.
Yes. I'm sitting here
wife.
sweating and working. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting here sweating and working. And so I decided to, you know.
But that's all right, sweating and working as long as the client is okay and we don't have to see her, but as long as we see you, you good.
Yeah, you're good. Thank you. So
okay.
This is my show, my one show that crosses over between May and June. And so if you're a regular listener, you know that May was all about the mama and June is all about the daddy. So I really wanted a couple on for this cross time, you know, between May and June. The podcast come out in May and the radio show is on. Today is June 1st, which is a big day for me. Speaking of daddies, because my daddy's anniversary of his passing is today. And it's today, 2 years ago now. And and Akbar had a very special relationship with my dad, along with all the C's, or the cousins as we call them. And so this is special that Akbar and Hermina are with us today. They're our couple to represent parents. And I look at these two and I'm always amazed at all the things that they're doing and how well the children are. And I just love your home. So tell the audience, I don't care who, it looks like Hermina's busy. So maybe Aki, you could just talk about, you know, how you guys, a little bit about how you met, your decisions as parents, you know, just talk and we'll have a conversation.
Okay, well, we met back in '96 when I first moved to Atlanta. She's from Darlington, South Carolina, and she was here, and then I moved down from Chicago. And like 3 weeks into Atlanta, we met, and 25 years later, we're still an item. You know, 5 kids, and you know, 4 grandkids, 3 grandkids, 1 on the way, and a couple kids, 3 kids in college. One's a junior at Valdosta State. 2 sons who played Power 5 football. One at University of Pitt, who's a cornerback. The other one just started. He's a linebacker at South Carolina. And then got another daughter who's coming along. So yeah, we got a big, robust family. do a lot on the family thing. Our business, afshea.com. We got actually the fastest growing shea butter product, skincare product in the whole country right now. We're in about 3,000 stores. Our products in about 3,000 stores across the country, mainly in the Southeast, but we do a lot in Philly, Chicago as well.
What's the name of it again? Can you say it again?
Absolutely Fabulous is our brand name, and the product is called Shea Souffle. It's a whipped shea butter product.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I said this on a podcast, but some folks that listen to this aren't on the podcast. Yeah.
So for ignorant people like me, what the hell is shea butter? I've been asking that for you. What is shea butter?
Okay, so shea butter
Oh.
is the fat from the shea nut. The shea nut is traditionally found in West Africa, around Ghana, Ivory Coast, and it grows like pecans grow in Georgia, or apples grow in Illinois. They just grow from the ground, man. And they press that nut and they get the fat from that nut, and it's a butter, and they extract that butter from that nut and they use it, and it's awesome, man. It's very good for skin, hair, nails, and a lot of therapeutic products, a lot of therapeutic properties for skin and hair and stuff. So it's awesome, man.
Yeah. So that they took that shea butter, and Hermina's working, so I know that.
I can talk.
Okay, well, tell us about it. Tell us about how you came up with this product.
Well, I came up with it because my youngest son, Akhenaten, and then my next to oldest daughter, Nefertiti, they both were suffering from eczema really bad. And I was trying all kinds of stuff, Eucerin, all the different name brand lotions and stuff like there. We tried to do the asthma allergy clinic to see if we can get something to treat it, make it go away, to clear it up, and it just wasn't doing nothing. And then just so happened, your Aunt Anna Lee sent some shea butter down. Send us some shea butter, because she was going to do some selling of shea butter and stuff. And I took it and tried to, use it for the skin, because she said it'd be good for eczema. And I was like, okay, cool. But it was hard and sticky. That was the only problem. It was hard and sticky. You had to really melt it down in order to get a good benefit out of it. But then I just melted it down and not melted it down, I should say that, but I cooked it.
So we got our process that we use. We got our process that we use to.
Yeah, we're not gonna share your process.
We're not gonna share the process.
So we got a process that we use to get it, but it's whipped. So traditional shea butter that you will see at most places is sticky, it's hard, it's firm.
Yeah.
Most people, they melt it, put it in the microwave, steam it in the shower before they use it. But our product is it's ready to use immediately right out the jar. It's whipped, it's creamy. You can put it on, it's like a lotion consistency.
And that's why it's selling like crack.
And that's why
exactly. It's called Shea Souffle. And you can Google it on there, like you'll see it, like we got the hottest thing in the whole country right now, like no BS, like straight up no cap. Like the only thing you'll see negative on Google is that we can't make it fast enough. Like people gotta wait. So like I'm in Memphis right now, taking care of our customers in Memphis, and it's the same thing. Like, we've never been able to keep up with the volume that necessitates from what we got.
Factory situation going on now.
Yeah, we run our whole thing. Yeah, we done pushed out about we done pushed out about 600,000 pieces of this stuff, since we started. Probably a little greater than that. So we kill it.
Yeah, I know that from my personal, I could do commercials for you guys because I've used it. We have in our family, I'm not sure how far it extends, but we have autoimmune issues with our skin, and it's the only thing that works right away when I have a breakout, because usually stress or whatever. it itches so badly, but I use this stuff and it eases the itch, and then it clears it up and doesn't leave a scar. Whereas some of the other stuff that I've used before, it left me with the scar. So I have scars from when I've had a breakout. But this, I don't, it just clears up, takes the itch away, and it works. It's beautiful. And so
So how do I
Yeah.
That's
how do I get
really
this?
why we
'Cause
made it.
I got eczema real bad. So
Oh, dude,
Okay.
like we like you ain't gonna have it. You use our product, you ain't gonna have it. I don't care how long, bro. You don't like you a spring chicken, like you got some decades on you, like me.
oh no, I
You
owe
know,
God a
but
dollar.
but
I'm
you
old, cuz.
but I don't care how long you had their eczema, but like within 3 months, it's gonna be gone. Like really,
Mhm.
like you can have it for 10 years and it'll be gone in 3 months. Like my wife created this because my son's like he would literally be peeling his
Oh
skin,
gosh.
scratching that night, peeling his skin off, knocked
Oh
out sleep,
yes.
scratching. He couldn't, like, it was crazy, you know. So
Exactly.
like it is, we got so many stories. Like have we
So,
people with alligator skin don't have it no more. People with genetic stuff on their feet don't have it no more, and
Y'all
like
need
all
to be
kinds of
on y'all need to be on Shark Tank.
that's exactly what I was thinking, because you do need I think you need that next step. I think you need
yeah.
that next step for this, because it's just too big now for the way you did it in the beginning. You need more hands, more,
yes.
that are in secret. They got to keep that secret, sign that document so they won't tell nobody. And
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh,
you know,
that's definitely gonna
do
be
your
the key.
thing. And it's in Philly. It's in Philly, DJ Cadisco. It's where you are in beauty supply centers. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you're in Philly, I got I mean, there's like up and down Philly. You can go, we probably in at least another 100 stores in Philadelphia. We do. That's a good market for us. Like
Really?
like even though I don't get to Philly as often as I should, I got distributors, who service that area. So we got a lot of good all around that
Mm.
Temple University area, all around there. That was, I think it's Broad Street, something like around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's we do pretty well. We do pretty well in Philly. It's a good market for us.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
So like
nice.
So
like
we gonna do that,
literally
or maybe I'll
you
send you
can like
some. I'll send you some too.
you could probably within wherever you are, my brother, you could probably within a mile or 2 mile radius from where you are, bro, you could probably find my product. Like wherever you are in Philly.
Do you have them in the he's in like in the suburban part. So do you have them in like the counties, any of the counties?
Well, I don't know particularly, because I haven't been to Philly enough as I should to actually do what I'm doing in Memphis right now, but
So what
to
do you actually
actually
do when you go to Memphis, or when you go to the places
okay,
you
so
go in?
it depends. Like it depends. So if I'm in a new city, brand new, you just go in to introduce the product, get it started, and get the different retailers to carry the product, or get them to, if they're not buying from me directly, get it to buy from one of the distributors that they currently have, because we sell to all the large beauty supply distributors, all like the Koreans who support 99% of the beauty supply market. They're all our customers. We got them.
Yep.
Like we take care of all of them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh.
they're all our guys, and we get money with those dudes. So all we provide them, and all the retailers on the street, they go get it from there. So when I go to Philly, I could just say, hey, if you don't want to get it from me, cool. Just go buy down the street where you get your makeup, hair, and all the other stuff. You can get my product right next to it.
And I've seen knockoffs, Akbar.
Oh yeah.
I've
Oh
seen
yeah, they out
knockoffs.
there.
Yeah. Mhm.
They out there.
We
Oh, they out there.
ran because we're not like beauty supply professionals. Like we haven't. That's not what we've been doing for all these years. I'm an IT dude. My wife she does hair. So this is not what we've been doing. These people who've been doing shea butter for 20 years, but they've been selling that hard stuff. We came in the game with the whipped shea butter and ran them all off the block. So
Yep.
now they try to bootleg our stuff,
Mhm.
and try to counterfeit it, but they can't figure out how we do it.
I
So they
I've actually seen on I think it was 60 Minutes or something when they were talking about China, and they were talking about that there's an actual couple malls in China that are just bootleg malls, and then they said there anything that can be invented on the planet can be bootlegged
Can be bootleg.
from
Like
golf
our
club
stuff, they
car.
can bootleg it. Like they've been trying,
Yeah,
bro.
they can
Like
try.
It
they
doesn't
just
work.
can't get it.
It doesn't.
They
I
can't
mean,
get it.
no, it's like, it's a nice product, whatever. It's got the consistency, but it doesn't have the medicinal, the things that this
There's
is
a
for
couple
me,
things they
it's
won't
like
do it.
medicine. Mhm. Yeah, for me, it's like
The money to buy the extra stuff that we put in it. Like
Mhm.
they won't, the counterfeiters and the bootleggers and the people who are just trying to make cheap money, cheap products off of cheap money, they're not gonna spend the money that we spend to get the ingredients necessary to do the medicinal stuff. They're just not gonna do it. They're gonna try to cheapen it, put some cheap stuff in it and try to call it a day, but that stuff don't work. And that's why we run them cats off the block. And yeah, they've been bootlegging it, and they got more people, they got more arms, they got more resources. They've been in the game 20 years, 25 years, you know what I'm saying? But we
But
still
the
kick
thing
their butt.
is, they not only are they trying to rip off your product itself, even their packaging is similar. They're trying to
Yep.
trick people. So
Yep.
they're trying to trick
Yep.
people into that they have names that are similar. The logo is similar. They
Yep.
are really, it's just like when the purses, you got your fancy purse, but it's really not really whatever
Yeah,
that
Mhm.
brand
knockoff.
is, but it looks a lot like it. So you can pretend, but you can't pretend with something that is a medicinal properties. You can't pretend that way.
Nah,
You
that's
know,
why
So do you
like
do any marketing? Like, so with everything going, so aside from going into different places, do you do any marketing? Do you do any social media to show people, look, this is what we do, like, super creative stuff?
my wife, she does all Hermina does all the social media stuff.
Yes.
She does all the
I
social
do.
media, Instagram,
postings,
Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram,
stuff like
yes.
that. She does all the
Yes.
stuff, creates all the material. But as far as like the marketing, like, what I'm saying, I'm a street hustler. That's what I do. I'm what I'm saying? Like I'm the baddest, I'm the sales dude, and I'm the baddest sales dude out there, what I'm saying? So like, even though I'm new to this game, I ain't new to sales, so I'm the baddest dude in this game out there,
So
so as far as
let me ask a question, just kind of like getting back to you guys as a couple.
yeah.
I personally have a very difficult time working with people that I'm in love with. I tried it a couple times and it just doesn't work for me. So how have you guys managed to work together as a team and have your romantic love and that unconditional love, the agape love and the phileas love? How do you do it?
That's my
Hey.
friend. That's my friend. See, me and Hermina, like
That's what it was. We've been friends.
That's my
We've been friends
friend.
from the beginning.
We were friends. So like,
yeah.
we are friends, not just, husband and wife.
Yeah.
That's my friend. So it's easy to spend time with your friend, even if you're working. If you're friends, you can spend time. We spend a lot of time together.
A lot of time.
Like more than anybody you know what I'm saying? Like we spend a lot of time together and I don't get tired of my wife. I love hanging. It's cool. So it don't matter what we're doing, working,
Just making me cry over
vacation.
it.
Because I'm not, let me get this straight now. We're not perfect people, okay? Just get it straight. We're not perfect. No marriage is perfect, okay? So let's not get too carried away, thinking that, they're just perfect. No. But what we do is that we realize we're both humans and we have to respect each other. The same thing still goes down to when you have your best friend. You have to, you be respectful of one another. You guys carry the same ideas, same goals, you know what I'm saying? And you raise your children together. Like I said, we had our babies when I got pregnant with Nefertiti. It was like, okay, I was going to say be a stay-at-home mom, but we talked about that before I even got pregnant. That was spoken of, So when I stayed home with my baby, it was okay. I was all right, staying home, raising my family, take care of my household. I grew up in a household, well, I grew up in two balances of households. I got to see two atmospheres. I got to see the single parent atmosphere and I got to see the marriage atmosphere. My godparents, who pretty much raised me a lot as well, my godparents, they were, husband and wife. And I watched my godmother be a wife to her husband. I watched her take care of her home, so, and I got to see that kind of stuff. And I got to see how he treated her and how he made sure that she had her stuff taken care of, had her what she needed and things like that. And he took care of his family and I was considered part of the family. But then I had my grandmother and my mom and them, who were single parents. And it was a little different. I got to see the side of what it's like to be raised without a father figure in the home, a consistent father figure. I had a grandfather back in the day, but he was old and he was an alcoholic and it just was what it was. But I never had like a male figure like my godfather, whose his nickname was Sonny as well. And that's what triggered me with your father, Cindy, is because I really bonded with him because his name was Sonny and he had that same personality, that similar personality of that father figure that I had coming up as a young girl. And then I realized Akbar also was close to him like that. So me and him had a lot of things in common, and that's what triggered it too.
I think that is so beautiful. So, considering the fact that your parents, obviously, of your 5 beautiful children, and I know your daughter, she has a child. You've got grands already, right?
Yes, I do. I have grands. I have this is with my oldest daughter from my previous relationship, but my husband now has taken her in and raised her up since she was 6 years old and so forth. So now we consider her father figure. You understand? So she's father. He's father to her, and so forth. But yeah, she has 4. She ended up getting married. She's married now, and they're in Guatemala as we speak, seeing his side of the family. Visiting his family and everything. So they welcomed them in really nicely over there and stuff. So
my question is then, families create generational blessings and generational curses. And once you can like break out of your generational curse, say, and do something different than your family did. So like you said, your mom and them, your grandmother, a single mother, nothing wrong with that. Thank God for the single mom and the single dad. But you witnessed through your godparents this merging and how helpful it was for you and for possibly their children. So now your children have experienced that and seen that your daughter's married, your children could be soon, and they have found a way through watching you how to make that work. And I congratulate you on that. And do y'all talk to your kids about these things?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this conversation, it's been since they were young. I've always spoke with my kids when I had mommy time, when it was like, when I raising my children, that's what I did. I raised my children. That's, because I see a lot of single parents out there, and I had, I grew up with some people who, had children out of wedlock and they did their things, and they were kind of against, I want to say against the man, so to speak, but I was seeing life totally different. And I wanted my kids to see life through the eyes of how it was supposed to be. It's not supposed to be single moms. It's not supposed to be single dads. It's not supposed to be whoredom and whoremongers. Amongst the things. We're going to call it what it is because we're out there doing things we weren't supposed to be doing. And I didn't want my daughters, to come up doing stuff that they weren't supposed to be doing. I didn't want my oldest daughter to do like I did, continue the pattern that happened with my mother, her mother. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that to be a pattern in our lifestyle. So I talked to her all the time. I was involved in school, elementary, middle, high school. I was involved and we talked all the time to the point that the man she's married to now, he even treated me as a mother. To be honest with you, even AK treat AK as a father. And so it's like even ever since they were young and they were going little troubles and stuff like that. But it was pretty.
I think that, like I said, you know, my parents ended up divorcing, and my mom did most of the, you know, she was there when we were teenagers. Daddy wasn't there. And that was difficult. You know, we were able to see him sometimes, but it wasn't. But, you know, I just want to be clear that I'm not downing anybody that comes from a single parent household or is in a single parent household. God bless you and what you are doing. I believe that there are all kind of paths to the right direction. But, you know that it makes a difference. Like when I look at my sisters who did not have my dad, and then my brothers and I and my youngest sisters, we all had him in the household, and it affected them. It was very difficult for my sisters to not have my father present in their life, and they found their relationships with him as adults, but it affected them at coming up. It affected their relationships. It affected my relationships when my parents went their separate ways. But at the same time, if you have a child, you adopted a child, you love a child, and you're raising children, God bless you, however it happens. You know what I'm saying? However it is, because things just are the way they are, you know. And sometimes it works out that we're blessed with a couple with wonderful children, or a mom with wonderful children, or a father with wonderful children. Some, you know, everybody's got their road. So can I, first of all, I want to, before we go too far, we only got a few more minutes. Vaughn Sincere Martin, hey, he has had a lot to say, but one of the things that he really wanted to say to you guys is, you know, at the end of this, let's make sure we give your information so people can reach you. He's like, I would love to sell this in Harlem. He said, if it really works, he thinks that he could probably do this in Harlem. And he said a whole lot more, but that's the essence of what he said. And also, Vaughn, let me just go back to the beginning. It's not about their bank. It's not about their bank account. If it were about their bank account, I'd be a very rich woman right now. It's not about just the sex. It's also about like what they have, the friendship. It's being
all of
friendly.
that, all
it's
of
quality
yes.
time. It's all of that.
Let me ask you a question. So when you're on a road, when you're on the road, rather, how do you check in often? Do you believe in checking in, or is it like I gotta call? I mean, I'm just asking. Like,
I don't feel like I have to call. I just call. You know what I'm saying? Like we like connected. We're like doing stuff. So like they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like we have kids together and we call and talk about what my sons are doing in football, and we call and talk about the business and what's going on. And if I'm out here getting my butt kicked on the streets, or if I'm smashing, kicking everybody's butt, it's like, I don't feel like there's an obligation to call, or I'm so who I have to call. No, it's like, I call my wife, hey, I'm telling her what's going on. She's interested in what's happening. So
hey, I mean, why not? Who else you talking to besides on Facebook all day? You know, if you're on Facebook all day, who else you talking to? So why not go ahead and talk to your spouse? And that's who you should be talking to be honest with you. That's who you should be talking to. A lot of your time, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't know why people don't misinterpret what's it like to have a relationship and what it really means.
I think because not everybody knows.
They don't know. That's what I'm saying. They don't know. I'm trying to tell somebody, it's somebody in particular that like there's guys out there in this world who believe in not calling to say, hey, I made it here. Or now I'm not saying the whole you got to run down your whole life, but it's almost like, yo, I understand you with your you with your kids or whatever, and you can't say, hey, yeah, I'm with my kids, boom, 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 and do whatever. But they just have a problem with the whole communicating what they're doing, or, you know, just really just saying, hey, from the other side or wherever they at.
Maybe they're just not.
Maybe they're not friends.
Interested.
Maybe they're not friends. Because to me, that's what it is. You know what? I don't tell anybody they got to do anything, because we are all adults. You know what I'm saying? I ain't creating those kind of rules for your workbook, but that would make me know that you're thinking about me. That would let me know that you give a crap about what I think, you know? So I'm not going to tell you to do that, but it will certainly affect us as a couple, if you just think, I'm gonna go do my thing, it's not about an obligation, it's about respecting each other and communicating and loving each
Yes,
other.
exactly. And that's what
Kid,
be missing. That's what I think a lot be missing. Yes,
kid, what are you
that's what a lot
thinking?
be missing.
What are you thinking, kid?
Are you sure you want my opinion?
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
What you got to say? Come on.
If I'm on the road, yeah, but if I'm just working, nothing makes my groin itch more than you call me for some dumb. I see you when I get home. I don't want to. Did it ever occur to you that I went to work to get away from you?
See, that's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. They don't want to get away from each other. They enjoy each other.
And that's what's up. But she said, me personally, I would throw up in my mouth after like the third or fourth day of that consecutively. Like,
Yeah, not with the right one. Let me shut up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shut it up.
No.
If that's your feeling, you need to question why. That's all. That's all I got to say. But I agree, though. I don't like constant pressure. Sometimes with my dad and my mom, my stepmom. Oh my God, I was like, what in the world? Literally all day long phone calls. Hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. All day long. Now, he didn't do that with my mama, okay? He did not do it, but he's friends with Susan. He was friends with her, wanted her opinion, liked to hear from her. My dad, when I was a kid, Daddy might disappear for 3 days. We don't know what's going on, but he and my mom weren't friends like he and Susan were friends. That's the difference. He wanted to talk to Susan.
I got homies now. Every 2 minutes, oh, I gotta go. The wife called her. What could you possibly want that much in a day?
I'm not saying you got to talk all the time, but I just feel like there should be some type of, hey, I definitely don't want to talk all the time, but I still think like, even if you're living life, there's nothing wrong with just saying, hey, just thinking about, hey, over here swimming in the pool. I'm good. Talk to you later. Boom.
If I'm on the road, yes. But are we talking on the road or every day?
We're just talking about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're
if they go to work, I don't want to hear about what you had for lunch until you get.
Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody. So okay. So I'm gonna ask this question of Hermina and Akbar because it's something that's come up and it kind of goes along with this. Have y'all ever heard of the 5 love languages? Love languages. Y'all ever heard of that?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
I can't recite all 5 of them. I know,
but you know what your love language is, right? You know what? Like for me, my love language is quality time. That's why I don't want a dick pic. Okay. Because sex is a love language. That is a way some people communicate their love. Gifts is a way people communicate their love. Confirmation, you're great. I love you. You're such an amazing man. Words of affirmation.
Gifts of service. I like service.
Lips of service. Yeah, there's service. Hey, let me take that trash out for you, baby. No, don't do that. Let me carry the groceries. That's gifts of service. And different people receive love. Now, just because I receive quality time, my man might need confirmation. You know what I'm saying? So it really helps if you know how a person receives or what their needs are. And so obviously my dad needed communication with his wife. That was one of his ways of receiving love. So he called her all the time. They checked in all the time. And that was cool. So do y'all know what your love language is? Your own personal love language?
Probably.
I haven't given it that much thought like that.
Y'all obviously naturally figured it out. Because you've been together all this time. You just naturally, you didn't need to read a book to know
communication.
Communication.
I would give you communication. I would have to say it. Like thinking about it, would have to be communication. Would be our biggest goal is communication. I think we talk a lot, even though sometimes it may be it's not always perfect, but to talk is the key. Because that's how you can tell what's going on. You can be able to work things out. Because if you don't talk about nothing, nothing gets handled, nothing gets changed or done or whatever like that. But I think that's it. I think communication, we talk all the time. We talk about the children. We talk about the house stuff, things that are going on, what we're going to do. Our little break we got coming up, we're going to be talking about that soon too. Okay, so, we got that little break coming up. The kids going to be gone, they're older. So it's me and him. So
it's going to be an empty nest. So the empty nest is coming.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. It's coming.
But the thing that's awesome is your friends. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm like, empty nest is whipping my tail. I miss my daughter like crazy. I have had more bouts of tears. I cry for my child all the time, but I think if I was still with her dad or with anybody at all, I would be different. You know what I mean? Because then I would have them, and it's a different kind of love.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't be so lonely for my child. So you have each other and your friends, and you were friends first. Shoot, you're gonna be
man.
fine.
Listen. Don't get it twisted. Like really, don't get it twisted. Like my boys. I just sent my baby boy off to college last week, right? And my oldest son is at Pitt. And my daughter's at Valdosta, and yeah, I love my wife and we cool and friends, but I'm telling you, man, like that empty nest thing ain't no joke, because I spent a lot of times with my kids, and like I was just thinking last Saturday that I can count on one hand how many Saturdays I've missed with my family on one hand in 20 years. Like literally. So it's like a lot of football training, a lot of working out, a lot of games, a lot of this and that and this and that. I can go less than 5 weekends that I've missed in 20 years with my kids. So that empty nest thing is real. So that's an adjustment, and you just got to make your adjustment. And yeah, we gonna, it's cool. It's a lot more time with me and my wife for sure. But shoot, that stuff don't change.
Yes, that makes sense, because it's a different relationship that you have with your children than you have with your mate. It's a different relationship, and I'm telling you, you guys, I really never thought I would go through this, but it's been too long. I am freaking working through it, man. I miss her. I was just in LA for 2 weeks and never saw her because she's too busy. Oh my gosh, my feelings were so hurt. I'm like, I'm all the way here and I can't see you. I can't see you when I'm here. I can't see you when I'm across country. So I'm gonna just go on cross country. It hurts less, because at least I can say, well, it's because I'm here, But anyway, well, we got to wrap this up. Oh my God, we had such a hard time getting here, but I am so thankful, Akbar and Hermina, that you were able to join us today and give us your insight and your thoughts and some conversation about dick pics. It was great.
Don't see no more of those things, man. No more of that type of stuff. That's childish,
right.
Man.
And thank you.
I tried to tell them.
Thank you also to all the people that have joined in and participated with your comments, James and John Baxter. Hi. And Vaughn, you the most, man. You was really sharing with us, and we really appreciate you. We're gonna make sure that we put on on this, right. As a matter of fact, like write it down. What do I put down? How do they find your product? And
you can contact
you.
Yeah, you can contact me at Akbar, AKBAR, at afshade.com. Absolutely fabulous shade.com, afshade.com. Akbar, AKBAR, at afshade.com. Our website is afshade.com.
All right, cool.
Instagram? And what's the Instagram?
Instagram is Mina's. We got Silky Shay.
Shay Queen.
What's the other one? Shay Queen.
It's Shay Queen. It's Shay Queen. Yep. Shay Queen is the main one. Silky Shay is the other one. That's the son. That's our son one. But this Shay Queen is the one that's
Shay
really
Queen
has all the ads.
Yeah, Shay Queen.
Shay Queen 77. Shay Queen 77.
Absolutely, you'll see absolutely fabulous.
All right,
and
cool. Well, I added that to to the
Yeah.
conversation. So it's
Tell
out
your
there.
boy let's get that money in Harlem if he wants to. Tell him hit me up.
All right,
Yes.
Vaughn, I hope
Yeah.
you're still listening. Check him
Vaughn
out.
is listening. He's
You got his
listening.
email address, so give him a ring, man. Harlem, I'm sure they got
The
plenty of
world.
scam issues everywhere. So thank you so much, you guys. Shelly, got anything that's going on with you want to share?
Just follow me on Instagram at Shelly Show Williams. My 30-day accountability challenge is coming up. So go to Instagram, follow me, and I'll send you all the information.
All right, Kid Disco.
Don't
No
be
more
weird.
DMing. No more
And don't
DMing.
and when you hit Shelly up, don't be sending no dick pics like that.
Yeah, you gotta hit me up a different kind of way. I am old school, okay? I just don't care about the size or the look of your stuff.
Now wait a minute. For the record, old school now.
Uh-oh.
I said
I was
I
a
am
freak.
old school, meaning as a lady. As a
Oh,
lady.
because I did some real freak stuff back in the day too.
Well,
like,
we know you. We got you. Got you. I'm talking about me. I do it the old way. I mean, there's a lot of ladies out here. Oh, send me some. I want to see it. No, just not me. That's not me. That grosses me out. And I have Tori Ragsdale. He operates and manages his parents' museum. It is called Lest We Forget Slavery Museum in Philadelphia. So it's a brick and mortar place. So you guys can go see it. I'm having him on this week on Friday on the podcast. He's representing our first father, and his story is amazing. And he'll be on next Wednesday. So I hope you guys go to Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more different podcast platforms to check it out. Thank you guys so much.
oh, wait a minute. By the way,
Thank
What?
you.
Monday will be the first Monday of the month, which means, girly,
Yeah, that means that we got what's it called? Our show, the Melanated Brunch Show or whatever.
we
they
just
call
calling
it.
two niggas on the couch. Really,
Two niggas on the
Negro-
couch. We're doing
Yeah.
that next Tuesday. So please tell Akbar Hermina, tell y'all friends you should check out our shows. And
It was called the Melanated Morning Show, but I kind of.
if you know anybody that's interesting, send them my way. All right, y'all.
All right.
Love you guys. Thank you
All right,
so
y'all. Great
much.
meeting
All right, thank y'all for having us.
All right. God bless you.
All right.
See you soon.
Bye.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.